Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome one, welcome all to episode 28 of What the Hell Did I Just Watch? Yes, upon this very episode, we're talking Strangers, and I don't mean the 2008 Strangers horror creation, nor do I mean the 2024 Strangers horror creation chapter 1. Yes, because they exist in the same horror universe, sadly based on true events. How twisted and demonic that was, evil and crazy. Nor am I talking about Stranger Danger, but that one is very important. If that be, then of course keep that in mind, always and forever keep that in mind. You know the rules, you know the game plan, you know how to rock it wild, and you know what to do if anything like that ever kicks off. No, what I'm talking about is Strangers Adrift, because this very year, I have learnt quite a lot. And one of the things I have learned is that friendships and ships that are more like intimate, love, passion, heart, body, soul, mind, the lot, right? I've learned that it begins as strangers. You meet as strangers, two souls, two entities meeting as strangers, not knowing much or if anything about the other. They come together, and this is the point where they find the realm they wish to explore, whether they want to explore and bond in the realm of friendship and honour, respect, kindness, the lot, or if they want to explore inside the realm of love, passion, intimacy, getting super close, crossing those boundaries that friends possibly don't cross. Who knows? It depends. It could be the same, because there are very intimate, passionate friends that cross that boundary of here's a secret of mine, here's this, here's that, and they get deep, they connect, they go down to the roots. And it's possible in the realm of love and the realm of friendship. I mean, it's most likely prominent in the realm of love, but in the realm of friendship, it can happen too. And what I mean by that is two souls separately meet, not knowing much, if anything. They bond, they connect. Time flows freely. They grow, they evolve, they adapt, and these roots dig down deep. They continue to grow, and these souls now know so much about each other. They have witnessed it, they have felt it, they know it, they show it. It is absolutely amazing. It is breathtaking, and it's a thing of beauty, whether it be love or friendship. It's amazing, and it's filled with happiness and joy, memories, moments, unforgettable passion and care. And in many aspects, you will do anything and all for this very soul. As they may feel the exact same way about you, they will do everything and all for you. Right? You know, boom, get it done, no questions asked. And what I mean by strangers is, the thing I have learned this year is, life is life. It is very unexpected. It is very mysterious. It is very snap out of the blue. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. And as I always say, you cannot plan for life, because that's how I feel. That's what I've always gone by. Well, not always, but for many a year, I've always gone by that motto: you can't plan for life, which means that you don't know what the hell's around the corner. Basically, you can't plan for the unknown. I mean, you can prepare, you can get things ready, you can do certain things, which is what I do, but you don't know truly, unless you're clairvoyant. Hi, Claire. Or you can, you've got these abilities to do things, know things, see things, which, clairvoyancy, all that sort of thing. Or you've got the power and the skill to craft everything down to the last detail, that you know exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And what I mean by strangers is these souls that now know each other, that are dug down deep, that have experienced and felt everything, all these feelings, all this knowledge they possess about how the other likes their coffee, how the other eats their breakfast, or what kind of breakfast they prefer, or what they like to do, in their spare time, or maybe a little quirks and things they do when they're feeling stressed or nervous, happy or sad. Maybe they might move a little, gently move because they're happy, or they may tap their fingers because they're happy, or when they're stressed or confused, they may play with their hair or scratch their head, or all this, all these quirks. And then what I mean is, one day, because life is unpredictable in the realm of love, in the realm of friendships, one day you may begin where you started. If that doesn't make sense. You may begin where you may end up where you began. You may end up back in the realm. But the thing is, I say strangers, but you're not. That's the thing. That's the weird thing that confuses me, because, well, it's wild. It's weird because you met each other and you were strangers. You knew nothing perhaps about each other, because that's usually the case. Maybe you'd heard things, who knows, but mostly you knew nothing, right? And then what you did is you grew and you knew, and things happened, and it was amazing, and it was beautiful, and it was bliss, and you connected and bonded, and you grew all this knowledge, all this wonder, this magical craft. And then one day you are no longer. Like, your friendship for some reason had to be put on hold, or sadly had to freeze there, had to be laid to rest there, and you go your separate ways. The same with your love. Maybe one day something happens, maybe it's honourable, respectful, you walk your separate paths. Maybe it's twisted and demonic, you walk your separate paths. But if you still possess these feelings, because you will always possess that knowledge, because what I've learned is, you lose your friends, they go their way. You lose your loves, they go their way. They walk their paths. They journey down their river of fate. But the way you feel, the knowledge you possess, that doesn't go away. So you've gone from rooted in, connecting, spending countless hours, days, weeks, years, months with all these people, these friends, these people you love, and then one day, snap, things change, and you no longer be. In a sense, you are strangers, because before you found something funny, you're like, oh, I'll send it to them. Oh, look at this, I'll tell them about this. Oh, this happened to me today. Oh yeah, I'll send them a message, or I'll send them this video I took. You can't do that anymore. You can't do that anymore. It's gone. It's gone. That's what I mean by strangers. You still possess the knowledge of them, as do they. And you still know how they eat their breakfast, what they prefer for breakfast, what they do when they're happy, they're sad, they're stressed. You know what they like to do in their spare time. Their favourite movies, their favourite kind of food, their favourite style of clothes to wear. You know all of this. And you know what makes them happy. You know how to cheer them up. But the thing is, you can't do that anymore. That's why it's strange. That's why you've become strangers, because you may know all of this knowledge and you may hold this knowledge for the rest of your journey, but you may never get to use this knowledge again. You may never get to put this knowledge into play. Like, you know, you see your friends every single day, and if that happens and the friendship, you know, flows off, then you can't be like, oh yeah, let's go down to our favourite arcade, or let's go watch, you know, down to the cinema. There's these movies out that I know you would love and you need to see them. Let's go grab a bite at our favourite burger bar because, you know, they've got your favourite burger and they do it just the way you like it, you know, medium rare or well done or whatever it be. And it's not happening. It's not happening. That's why it's strange. That's why you are strangers, in a sense, because depending on how you feel and how they feel, it's hella strange. It's hella strange. It's twisted. It's evil. It messes with your mind because you don't know what to do. This knowledge doesn't go away. The only thing that's changed and the only thing that's, in a sense, gone away, drifted from, is that very soul. Like, your friendship isn't a thing anymore. Your love, your passion, your care isn't a thing anymore. It went from, you know, this to that because you walked your separate paths. Or perhaps, you know, well, I mean, it's still a sense of walking your separate paths, but maybe as well, because things happen, times change, it evolves, it levels up, and things move around, shift, reform, spin, you know, end up here, end up there. They drift, they change, and that's just the way of life, because you can't plan for life. Like, you're here and you don't know where you're going to be. Like, if you know exactly down to the last detail, that the classic question, where do you see yourself in 10 years time, and you know exactly right down to the last detail, boom, play the lottery, do that, put things on, place bets, because you've got that key and you know. But if you don't, then you don't know. You could be over here, you could be up there, you could be down here, you could be across, you could be in the exact same place. You don't know, you can only move just a bit. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, you went from this, and then at some point, instead of sort of, you know, I mean, you're still drifting apart, but the things that may have changed is your love may have found another that suits them far better, that can do things that maybe you can't. You've tried, you've never given up hope, but your love's like, it's not, you know, and they go off because they want to seek out answers. They want to see what lies upon the mountain up over the horizon. They want to experience it all. They want to go off and find things out that sadly in many ways you can't give them, because it's not physically, humanly possible for you to do so, because they might want to experience, you know, things with a different kind of souls, with a different kind of environments. The same with friendships. You know, you're together, you're dancing, you're spending every single day together, you're the best of friends, and then one day they meet another friend or another friendship group and they drift off with them because they do things that, you know, you may not be into. They may do a different kind of sort of thing that you don't want to do, and it's a different energy, it's a different kind of magic, it's a different kind of environment. That's why you become strangers, not in a sense of you don't know each other, because you do know each other. You know each other too damn well, so damn well that you know everything. And, you know, if you went on a couples quiz and snap, you'd ace that, you'd win the gold, bringing home that coin. But that's what I'm saying. Life is strange. The world is very strange. Demonically strange. Sometimes it's good strange, it's very good strange, and we like the weird, we like the strange, we like the, the what the hell is going on? That's why. What the hell? Exactly. That is me. I love it. The weird, the wonderful, the wacky, the crazy. But things like this, it's just, it messes with your head because, you in a sense, when I say you're strangers, you drift apart because perhaps the only soul you want to talk to is them. The only soul you want to send this funny video to is them. Tell someone about your day, it's them. Whether it be a love or a true honourable friend, you just want to be with them, you just want to hang out with them, chill with them, shoot the breeze, as they say, rocket wild. But of course, because life has taken a twisted, unexpected turn, you can't, because you're here and they're there. You've gone. You may have contact with them, but sadly, it's probably not going to be like it was before, because this is the way it is now, and this is either what they wanted it to be, what you wanted it to be, or what you both felt was best. It depends. Or maybe none of you had a decision. None of you had a choice. Maybe it was just the way life was. You were here, something happened in life, and then that happened, and you drifted apart. You tried to pull it back. You tried to keep the energy alive, but life had other plans. That is the magic of fate. You never know. And that, in a sense, is why it is the way it is. That's why you're strangers. Even though you possess everything about them, you know them. You're strangers in a sense because you can't be with them, you can't get to them, you can't pull back that energy and recast that magic, because this is the way things are now. And you try, but maybe life or fate doesn't want you to do that. Or maybe one of you, if it's you trying, then of course it's the other soul that's like, you know what, we've rocked it well, we've brought the times, I'll have the memories, because that happens sometimes. Like I said, they want to go off over the horizon, see what lies over the mountain upon the other side, explore, expand, stretch their arms out across the valleys and experience, open their minds and witness and taste all this beautiful, magical bliss life has to offer. And that's fine, that is beautiful, but it affects, that's what I mean. Everything you do in a sense affects something, someone, or it's a ripple. It may be small, but things happen, and that is in a sense why you become strangers, because you're not strangers to each other, you're strangers from each other. That's probably what I should have said right at the beginning. You're strangers from each other. You're not strangers to each other because you know each other so damn well. You're strangers from each other because that's the way life is now, and that's the way life's taking you. You're strangers from each other. You don't really communicate, and if you do, it's little, and it takes a while for things to go through. Like, I'll send you this message 2 weeks later. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Oh, look at this. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months. Oh, that's a funny video. You just, they're on their journey and you're on yours, because that's the way it needs to be. That's the way that life, fate, them, both of you, whoever you wanted it to be, it's there because it must be there. And even though it's painful and it hurts and it's no fun at all. I mean, it could be. Who knows? It depends. That's what I'm saying. That's the mystery. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be utter joy. It could be utter passion, utter mesmerising amazement and, you know, boom. Or it could be sadness and depression, very, very loneliness and darkness and, you know, just twisted evil things. But you don't know, because you can't plan for life. That's what I always say. You don't know what the hell is going to go down. Life is life, and anything could happen. I mean, you know, tomorrow I could buy a scratch card and I could win, you know, 3, 4, 500 million. Who knows? You know, or I could, you know, go out, audition for a big role, and I could get the part. And, you know, I'm on the set with, you know, Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, who knows? Who knows? Life is unpredictable. It could happen to you too. Who knows? Who the hell knows? Or if you're in the boat of strangers adrift, flowing apart, the way of fate, the way of life, then, you know, who knows? You could meet a brand new soul who turns out to be a hell of a friend, a one true love, a soul that bonds with your soul, hell and true, permanent and forever. But you don't know until you know. That's the wonders of life, the wonders of this very, very world. It's insane and it's crazy, and anything is possible. Anything could happen. You get the idea with that. But it's true. It's true. And I said that you are strangers from each other, not to each other. You're strangers from each other. And because life is so hellish, beautiful bliss, it's a work of art, but it's so demonically evil and crazy, and you don't know what is going to go down. Maybe one day this very soul and you may reunite down the line as time flows freely, as things evolve, move, shift, level up, form, you know, and do as they do. Maybe 1 year, one time down the line, whether it's a year from now, 10 years from now, 25 years from now, who the hell knows? It could be a few hours from now. You meet this very soul again that you've not seen for quite some time, and maybe you just vibe. Maybe you just keep it mellow. You grab a coffee, you grab a soda, maybe grab a bite. You sit down, you chat, you reminisce, you catch up, and maybe just like that, you're back in the flow. You're back, swarmed in that energy. Now, I will say, as you probably know, you won't be coated and wrapped in that energy. You'll be surrounded by it, but it'll take time. Slow. I mean, every single soul is different. I mean, you may meet them and bam, straight back into it. Woo, rocking it wild. But who the hell knows? It's about the soul. It's about the person. It's about the energy, the feel, and how each of you has experienced their own adventure, their own journey without this very soul, because it could have been epically kind to you, hell to the S, or it could have, you know, who knows. That's why it's strange, that's why it's demonic, that's why it's evil, but that's also why it's beautiful, it's bliss, it's a work of art, it's breathtaking, it's magical, because it's strange, it's weird, it's wild, it's hella unpredictable. You don't know what the hell is going on. Who knows? Who knows? Things are weird. Things are wild. And as I've said, you can't plan for life because it possesses endless algorithms, endless possibilities. And the flow flows free, but it keeps on changing. So you don't know where it's going to flow next because it just changes direction all the time. Like, it moves freely. And it's always evolving, always adapting, always changing. So you can't predict its movements unless you can. And if you can, then please do share, because I would like to know. I truly would. But they always say that knowing will it change anything. Like, if you know what's about to happen, and you see what's about to happen, you witness it, and you think, okay, all right, cool, yeah, that's the way it's going to be. If you're not a fan, or you feel it shouldn't flow that way, then would you change it? Because certain souls, I feel, would change it. Maybe I would, who knows? It depends what I see. If I look forth and see what's about to happen, you know, in a few hours from now, or in a day from now, or anything like that, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I'm not, you know, would I do something different? Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, because knowing has the flow of possibility of change, but that's not change of fate, that's not change of certain types of freedom. I mean, it is a change of freedom because you're freely choosing to change it, because you have the free will, you have the freedom, you have the choice, the chances to make the decision, because that would probably be the full picture, that if you got the honour and the gift of being shown every time you wanted to, you just had to ask, and you'd be like, right, show me what's about to, like, you had the will and the power to be like, show me what's about to happen in 5 minutes from now. Show me what's about to happen, 5 hours from now. Show me what's about to happen 2 days from now. All this time that you asked for it. But before they showed you, or before the energy revealed the path of fate, the rivers of fate revealed what was about to happen, they'd always ask you the same question, or a very similar question, that I will reveal all to you as you do so wish, but knowing as you will, if you do, there will be consequences, there will be things that will happen, that must happen if you take this. Are you sure? Like, basically sort of saying that if you find out, then there's gonna be something that will happen, or something that must happen for you to know. Basically like, oh yeah, I want this DVD, here's £10. Boom! You want the DVD, you've got to give over £10, but you're not paying coin, you're paying with actions, you're paying with consequence. Maybe it's good, maybe it's epic, maybe it's like hell to the yes, but that's the thing, you don't know because they don't tell you. Like, they're like, I will show you what's about to happen because that's what you want. But if you do, then this might happen, or this might happen, or this might happen, or this might happen. But you don't know which one it's going to be. Do you still want to know? Like, someone may win 100 billion on the lottery, or inherit, or somebody may get some very, very bad news. Somebody may get some epic, like, unfiltered, blissfully good news. You do not know, that's the thing. And I feel that maybe certain souls would say, yeah, go on then, we'll rock it wild, I'm a gambling soul, I like to play the odds, I like to bit of this, bit of that, see what's going down, who knows, it might be good, it's sort of 50-50, isn't it, so let's rock it wild, and then bad things will happen. But who knows? I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of souls out there that would be like, you know what? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Because knowing changes. And the thing is, if people say that, you know, because a lot of souls, because I would feel the same way, and I would be the same way, that if you fell in love and you were in love for so many years, you bonded with this soul, and you know, this soul was your world and your everything, and they felt the exact same about you because they spoke these words, and over time you saw this and you know this and you felt this deep down. If that happened and you knew that after so many years of being together, like over 5 years of being together, if you knew that this soul would evolve and wish to be set free, wish to flow freely on their path and leave you to do your thing, would you say no? Would you change it? Would you not bother? And my answer would be no. I would still bother. I would still do it. I would still take that journey every single time. If I went back to the beginning where I met this very soul and I knew that we were going to fall in love and all these things were going to come true and it was going to be like deep, true, pure, unfiltered love, and we would have done anything and everything for each other, and then this soul 1 year after being together for over 5 years said, I want to flow my separate ways, I want to take myself and go off on my journey. Would you have changed a thing? I would not. I would have done it. I would have taken that step every single time. I would have gone on that journey with them every single time. I wouldn't have changed a thing. I mean, of course, maybe through the journey you could do things differently because, you know, change it up. Like if you had a cinema date on one day, maybe you could have, you know, a home-cooked meal and a movie night in. If you had that, maybe you could go out to a theme park or an arcade. Change it up, add a bit of spice. It's the same stuff, but maybe you're just mixing stuff up, different ingredients, which would be hellfire to the earth. Because if I went back to the beginning and I knew all of this, how it was going to end and what was going to happen, then I would rock that journey every single time, and maybe I'd add different ingredients in there. Like maybe I'd say, oh, I'll buy her a different gift instead of that gift, or I'll buy him this gift instead of that gift, or I'll take him to this place instead of that place because before we did this, we did that, you know, all this, that, the other. Like I would take the journey every single time because it's the memories and the feeling and the experience and spending time, getting honoured and gifted to spend time with that very soul, getting to know that soul, digging down deep with that soul. It's breathtaking, and moments like that will forever and always stay with you. Truly they will. It's been beautiful. And hella unforgettable, forever and always. This has been What the Hell Did I Just Watch? I've been your host, Oscar Riedlin. This has been episode 28, Strangers Adrift, or, you know, strangers from each other, not to each other, because that's the way it be. You're strangers from each other, not to each other, because you will forever and always know them as you do. You will see them as you do. Speak loud, speak proud, leave your thoughts, feelings, comments, opinions, whatever you do so wish down below. Your voice has an effect. Your voice matters. It's because I have a voice. Let me hear it. Then yes, speak it loud, speak it proud. Oh, it has been beautiful. It has been bliss. And of course, who knows where the rivers of fate will flow next, and who knows what the rivers of fate will wash your way, flow your way. It is mysterious, it is bliss, it is beautiful, it is evil, it is demonic, it is a work of art, it is breathtaking, it is everything, always all at once, everything, always, all at once. Or as they say, everything, everywhere, all at once, rush into you. Holy hell, it is crazy. It is insane. So remember that. Take that on board. I've been Solomon. Solomon? Read the book. Read the book. It is quite crazy. It is insane. This has been What the Hell Did I Just Watch? Episode 28. I've been Oscar Riedling, your host. I'll see you in the very next broadcast, the very next episode of this very wild, wacky creation. Rock it wild. Keep it manic. Have some fun. And journey on. Journey on. It's beautiful in its place.